Hey y'all, Bubba here. Requested video, mushroom and Swiss burgers coming up. Got the patties made. Over here, just regular 80-20 hamburger formed into patty. We're seasoning them up in a minute. First thing we're going to do is get us some onion. To saute the onion up. We want to caramelize it. Just take your sharp knife. Now if you want, trick for when you cut onions. This is just olive oil, extra virgin. When you cut an onion, put a little olive oil on your knife. And you won't, the fumes from the onion won't affect you. So then you won't cry when you cut the onions. There's your little tip for onion cutting. Then we're just going to cut right through here. Don't have to be pretty. Like that. This onion is already messed up anyhow, so I'm cutting it, so there should be plenty of onion for the two of us. Okay. And I just have one jumbo yellow onion. You can get Vandalia's, red onion, whatever kind of onion you want. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take a skillet. Put a little olive oil in there. About a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Bartoli's, the best olive oil there is. I don't know. Olive oil, but I use Bartoli's. It seems like, if you notice every video that I have olive oil in, it's Bartoli's olive oil, so maybe they should sponsor me. We're going to do a medium heat. We're going to let that pan get hot before we put onions in it. So come over here to the sink. We got some mushrooms. First thing you want to do, turn the water on, and you want to wash the mushroom off. They grow mushrooms in manure, so you want to make sure you wash them before you eat them. You need a dark place in manure to grow mushrooms, so make sure you wash the manure off. So they have a stem on it. Take your finger, just push the stem, just like that. You can eat the stem, I throw them away. Just push it. You'll hear it pop. Just like that. Then we're going to take that to the cutting board. Put them over here. Okay, our pan is hot. So now we're going to take and put our onions in it. You hear that sizzle? We're going to caramelize these. We're going to season them with a little pepper. Leave that out because we're going to need that for the burgers. A little bit of sea salt. You can use a spatula to move them around if you want, or if we don't want to do a whole lot of moving to them, we're going to let them there. What we're doing, that little piece in there. We're doing that, so we're going to take our mushrooms and just simply slice right through it, just like that. To make pieces like that. So hold your mushroom just like this and just run your knife right through it. And you're going to make pieces like that. You don't want to go too large. You want them about that thick. We're going to do that real quick. Don't go quicker with the knife than you feel comfortable. You shouldn't use your knife like that, but we're going to chop our mushrooms. Okay. Same thing with this last one. And we're going to put them in with the onions, but we're going to let the onions get caramelized, a little bit more caramelization first, because the onion will take a little bit longer to caramelize than the mushrooms will. We're going to put these on regular bakery fresh buns. The buns have been toasted. As you can see around the edges of that, they are toasted. I've shown in numerous videos how to toast your bun. Put very little butter on it. Put it on the grill, in your skillet, in the oven. Let it toast up. Simple. Depending on the size of your toaster, you could even pop it in your toaster. We're going to cook these onions up here. They're not caramelized. They're starting to caramelize. See the brown on them? The caramel color. Do you see that? Mm-hmm. That's what we're getting. Hint, caramelized. It's the color. But if you don't want caramelized, you just want like sauteed onion. You want to cook them until they're translucent. And then that would be good, about like this one. See how you can see the spatula through it? Mm-hmm. That's translucent. So these are good for, right now, for sauteed. We're going to let them get caramelized, because I want them a little caramelized. So we're just going to let them go. But before they get all the way, go ahead and let's put our mushrooms in there with it. We're going to let the mushrooms cook in and saute them. I'm going to put just a little pepper, just a pinch more salt. Not a whole lot of pepper or salt, because they're going to pick up the flavor from the onions. Okay, so while they're going now, we can get this pan started for our hamburgers. Let me turn that handle that way. We're going to do about medium-low heat. We're going to lightly spray the pan so they don't stick. Not much, because the hamburger will produce grease. Okay. We're going to let that pan heat up before we put anything in it. Never put the stuff in the food in a cold pan. Let the pan heat up. See that caramelization on them onions? Oh yeah. That's what we're running. Nice, and you can see the mushrooms are sweating. Getting nice and caramelized. Well, they ain't getting caramelized, they're getting sauteed, but can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna let that keep going. That's looking good. Turn your smell-o-vision on if you want to know what it should smell like, because it smells pretty dang good. Mm-hmm. This pan is good. So now we're going to put our patties in. But before we put our patties in, we're going to season this side of them with the Holy Quad, onion powder, by now I should be able to tell you guys just the Holy Quad and not have to tell you what each one is, but garlic powder, pepper, and a little sea salt. Okay, now we're going to take and put the seasoned side down. We're gonna cook 2 at a time. Okay? Season side down. So now, we're gonna season this side. Same thing, the holy quad. Onion, garlic, fresh cracked pepper. Some of you are going to say the pepper's in a shaker. I run it through the food processor and grind it up and then put it in the shaker. Little sea salt. Now what we're going to do, we're going to put a lid on that. So it cooks both sides until it starts cooking the top of that. We're going to, them are looking good. We're going to go ahead and turn them off. Because I just want a light caramelization on the onions. And that, I mean, that's what we want, more sauteed than caramelized. Look. So them look good. So them are off. We're done with that. Now we're just going to cook our patties. And then I'll show you when it's time to flip them. Alright, we just flipped them. We got a nice caramel and a crunchy piece on there. You know it's time to flip the side. See how it's gray all the way, top to bottom? Yeah. See how it's gray? When it's that gray, it's time to flip it. Flip it, put the lid back on. And then I'll show you when we're going to let that cook for probably about 10 minutes. 5-10 minutes. Give or take. And I'll let you know when we come back for the next step.
Bait.
Alright, so we got the burgers. Got them cooked through. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our onion mushroom mixture. Put them on. Now we need a little bit more mushroom. Put them on there like about like so. Okay. Then we're going to get our Swiss cheese. And yes, you gotta use Swiss for a mushroom and Swiss burger. Put that right on top. Put that right on top. Then we're gonna put the lid right back on there. Melt that cheese. We get our buns ready. Let's step on those.
Well, that's why I didn't know where he was going.
Who?
You didn't know which way I had to go.
I said we gotta get the buns ready. I gotta come to the damn buns. So what I'm gonna do, you put whatever you want on them. I got the cucumber sauce that I made up that you've seen in previous videos. I'm gonna spread that on my buns. I like spreading cucumbers on my buns.
Oh, golly gee.
You can put mayo, tomatoes, whatever. This is pretty good dill. It has dill and cucumbers. They're running off the bun here. Making a mess.
That was his fun on the bun.
Just fun on the bun, just like Bender says. A-O. A little bit more sauce on there. You don't need a lot. And do the bottom of this one too. Okay. And now, looks like the cheese is about melted. You can see right there. Pick it up and hold it above the skillet for a minute, let the grease drain off. And then put it right on your bun. Same thing with this one, hold it up. Drain as much of the grease off as you can. Nope. Can you see anything other than the cat?
Yep. Sorry guys, I know that was a little shaky.
Same thing. Right there. And then just put your hat or your top bun. Give it a little push to stick into that melted cheese. There you go. Mushroom and Swiss burgers with a Greek cucumber sauce. You can leave the Greek cucumber sauce off if you want. You can put the onions and mushrooms on raw. You don't have to saute them. I recommend you saute them. And you can also put the cheese on the burger and then that on the cheese, however you want. But that's the basics of how to do it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, comment what you thought of this recipe or any other video you'd like to see. Links are in the description for Twitter, YouTube, Google+. Join the Google Plus community, Bubba's Corner on Google+. Till next time, I'll catch you down the road.